Hey, what's up? Remy and Jake here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great, feeling fresh, and having yourself a smooth life. So right now, I want to answer a question that is often asked to me, or like by many gentlemen. Many people will often come to me with the question of like, which of these girls should I pick? While they're showing me like pictures on Instagram of like different girls that they want to choose to make their girlfriends and stuff like that. And often I never really give them a direct answer because there's really no direct answer. Because I feel like it's weird that guys will go to the greatest extents to like compare devices that they want to buy. Or well, let's say a guy wants to buy a phone, or like he would compare phones and take his time while doing that before he makes his final decision. But when it comes to like things that really matter, like relationships, like guys really do that. Well, I just look at someone's beauty and then just take it. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it because it fits our mating strategy, right? As men, because as men, we just wanna have pick someone to like mate with and then move on to the next. Or that's how we go about things. So placing too much attention to like the details of like their characteristics and stuff like that is not something that has always been beneficial to us. But yeah, I kind of get it. But for the most part, like you must realize that oftentimes when you want to make someone your girlfriend or you want to choose a person to be your girlfriend, it's not really a relationship that you seek, but an element of a relationship or something that you think you can only get by being in a relationship. And oftentimes you can also get that thing by being single. For example, let's say you're lonely and you want someone to hug, someone to cuddle with, someone to kiss, and the list goes on. Let's say you want that. On default, many people will default to like getting a girl because like that's where you can get those things, but they don't also think about the thing or like say you don't necessarily need to be in a relationship. You don't necessarily need to like tell someone that you love them when you really don't, because it's a waste, right? Because the only time you should think about getting someone to be a girlfriend is like when you need all the aspects of the relationship or like everything, when you're willing also to give that to someone else or to put in the effort to like make the whole relationship experience nice for the other person. Because now if you just want one thing, if you just want cuddles and you default to like getting a girlfriend, let's say now you get the girlfriend and you get what you wanted, are you then gonna be willing to like meet the other person's needs in the relationship? Are you gonna be willing to like make sure that they get love in the way that they prefer and stuff like that after getting what you got initially? Or which is why like in most instances, or like after people get what they want, let's say maybe let's say it's sex or whatever, and then people end up minusing the relationship and starts acting differently and stuff like that, because in the first place the relationship is not what they wanted, but they wanted a part of or an element that comes with the relationship, or something that they thought they can only get by being in a relationship. So I feel like thinking that you should get a girlfriend is like a waste of time. What you should be thinking is like, what is it that I want that I think I can only get by being in a relationship? And ask yourself, can you get the thing without being in a relationship? And oftentimes the answer will be yes. And the benefit of this is that you don't give people false hope, you don't give people false expectations, and you don't come to a point where everything in the relationship feels forced, or now you, because now you've gotten what you wanted, now you feel obligated to show up and everything feels like a burden and stuff like that. Or so it's always better to like keep it 100 people, but like keep it clean, keep it, be honest of like what you want and stuff like that, even if it means losing the girl that you want. Or like if it's hugs that you want, just be honest and put it out there. Or like, I'm not saying, I don't know how you're gonna use, there's always a way of like putting information out there, but I feel like being honest with everything is always gonna save you a lot of time and also save the other person from experiencing things like heartbreaks and stuff like that. So oftentimes, all I'm saying is that oftentimes it's not a girlfriend that you need, but an element of relationship that you want. So it's better to go for that instead of jumping into a relationship when you don't really need a relationship. Because at the end of the day, like it will come to a point where like now you're in a relationship, but because it's not the relationship that you wanted, now it becomes like a burden, because now you feel like I have to be with this person because they said yes, or like it feels like a bore. Now you end up avoiding the person, making excuses to go to events, and just so you can be away from them. And I feel like that's a horrible and miserable place to be in your life. So avoid that at any cost. Always strive to get what you want and be honest with everyone. Oftentimes you'll be surprised at how people say yes to the things that you want also, because you may find that you have some common interest, or like what, let's say you want hugs but you don't want a relationship, and you might find that the person that you're talking to also needs the same thing, but they don't really want to be in a relationship or what. So you guys will share the things that you want without the other things. So that's it from me. Cheers.